Alright guys, up here checking out the Sid Ray hunt camp here in the UP. So a nice drive down, saw a bunch of deer on the way in. Here with the Miller gentleman, trying to learn this place and see what we can offer.
Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
Alright, so we're standing in a small vitalized food plot here up on Adam's place in the UP, and I know that getting more food in is what we need here based on there's cover everywhere. So what I would do with limited equipment, I'd use herbicide, and I would come in here and spray and terminate the rest of this fern, some goldenrod and ragweed, and then let that kind of die down and cover the seeds. So you don't have to till it all up, you just have to terminate the existing competition. I'd expand the plot all the way through over there and just give it more acreage, if you will, for the food. So literally herbicide sprayer on the back of your quad and broadcast spreader. Cultipacker would be nice if you have one.
Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
So basically we are surrounded by cover. This property has no lack of cover. We have a little cattail swough there. We have a whole aspen set up here and a swamp, cedar swamp back here. We're just gonna, brush in a little food plot back here, just a strip where it's open sunlight canopy, just to get some of these deer to focal, come and centralize on this focal point where we'll have a stand downwind and a mock scrape. It's not about trying to feed every deer in the county with these small plots. It's more about getting them to at least stop by on their way to where they're going and come by you at 25 yards. So I'd recommend we slide in a little tiny, kill plot right back there where your dad's ladder was. So this area is a kind of a wetland-ish area. A lot of aspen regrowth in here. They're probably 15-20 foot tall. Every one of them's rubbed up in here. Little bit of an elevation point we're on. This kind of screams bedding area to me. Usually when you get this much buck sign in an area, you're probably close to his bed. I mean, again, herbicide is going to be your friend to try to kill the grasses and the existing sod that's down there, or be able to infiltrate that. Yeah, I would backpack spray my way through here, terminating all the existing vegetation, the ferns, and I see a lot of grass. Grass is like pretty bad competition trying to grow things in grass. So get that sprayed up, and then you could broadcast into it, and that dead and dying plant matter will cover up and plant the seeds, if you will, for you. I'd use more grains back here for sure, easy to grow type seeds. So your wheat, your triticale, your winter rye. If you get some clover established, it might hold back some of these ferns for the next couple of years as well. Alright guys, so we're up by the very front of the property here. Beautiful parcel, ton of deer sign and buck rubs, and I think that cover is everywhere. We already have cover. We're lacking food and spots to put food. This happens to be a little, probably half acre area, but it's up by the road. It's by the driveway. So we're going to try to utilize as much as we can, but right here, the driveway comes through, open field. I wouldn't necessarily plant so much right there. If you come back through here, we have this little cove surrounded by pine trees. This is more of a secure spot where a bow hunter can take advantage of the situation. Now we have a little, 1/8 of an acre back here, totally surrounded by cover. Get in and out of these pines, back in the driveway to the cabin, after the hunt, before the hunt, and nothing back here will even see you. So I wouldn't plant so much out there. I'd plant more back here and access through there, in and out. And that apple tree full of apples is gonna help too. not prefer to come up here 3 or 4 times, spray, disc, spray again, rototill, all that stuff, I would brush hog this today. I would follow that up with a herbicide treatment, Roundup or glyphosate. And once that glide dries, I would spread the vitalized seed carbon load into this dying thatchy matter. And what that's going to do is, as the grass that we sprayed dies over the next 7 to 10 days, our seeds will germinate and not have any competition to grow up through when they get going. And the reason I do that method, you don't have to work up the ground. You don't release all your moisture into the sun like it is now, and you can do it all in one day and you're out. And in the spring, the 5 different clovers in that mix and the rye and wheat are going to come back and keep all the ferns and grasses at bay for the most part. So you have a spring food plot as soon as you get back. Alright guys, we just got done on our high level tour here, and a very cool piece of property, very diverse, a lot of swamp, some highlands, clear cuts. Really like it. I think our main focus is going to be to get some high quality diverse food in here, and then accessorize these stand locations, mock scrapes, water holes, and then safe access, low pressure, safe access with the wind not blowing into the swamp where we think the bucks are bedded based on the sign we saw, or bad direction with that access. So beautiful spot, and it'll be probably a plan working over the years, I'd say. If anybody else is looking for any help on their property, we have our land plan services at habitatpodcast.com. We come out to your place, we visit, we scout, and then we write a plan for you when we're done. So depending on what your goals are, could be bigger deer, could be more deer, could be great time for the kids, whatever you're looking for, we can help. So